Yes, well, of course. Gastric suckers, what are they?
Why is this a musical now? Why did you have to... Why?
We're gonna read the rest of this game as a musical.
Oh my god.
So, if this lethal... No. So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he? Ah!
That's right.
That's
a good point.
She's doing my job for me.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Good gracious! That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no? Oh! The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way.
Are you trying to suggest...
Yes, the poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial.
What are you talking about? That's right! Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that!
A little cocksucker!
Little cockle-doodle-doo! What is
so
this?
insane looking.
What is this welling up inside of me? I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like.
Okay.
And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey.
Oh. Okay.
Objection!
Yes! Yes!
I don't think so, Mr. Zale Brett.
He did the thing!
How dare you use that tone with me? You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Counsel! I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested, why would Dr. Wilson alone, 'cause he was at the dentist? As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference? The toxic effects of curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what
Come
if
on,
there
get
was
his ass.
a
Get her
wound
ass.
inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
There it is!
Inside?
Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a
Woo!
tooth extracted, for example. Oh!
Ah!
Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day.
So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this. We got you! We got you, bitch!
Is she laughing? I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are all so puerile. What do you mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. Give me that fucking bottle. You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. No! I mean, it could just slip.
Uh-oh. Bitch!
Oh dear.
Are you
How
serious?
careless of me.
Girl.
I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed. No! What is it? What just happened? You can't let me. She's Master Bane. And in the Supreme Court, what a terrible blunder. Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible, at once. You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
Jesus. Lady. Oh, wow.
How could you? You won't get away with this! You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle, or not.
You...
And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution?
Of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady.
That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course, the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
Objection! No! You killed the victim that day, using curare. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you had arranged for him to find on the floor, before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's body, dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence.
Exactly! And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really gonna get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene.
You gotta be held in contempt of court for that shit, dog.
For real, she destroyed evidence in court.
In front of everyone!
In front of everyone.
Ryunosuke,
Yes?
we've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. Finish it!
What do you mean?
We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head.
In my head?
What? You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on.
Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head.
So, think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell, every emotion. Like love.
What I saw.
Love for a boy.
What? I'm trying to fucking focus, Kazuma. What I felt. Every color. He spelled ketchup on his steak. Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of this same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? There's nothing.
Nah, we're fine. Let's just go to jail. Who
Fucking,
cares?
we did our best.
Capital punishment, no biggie.
No biggie. It's water under the bridge. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue.
You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? Come on then, let's wipe the smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence.
All right. I can't wait! It's been tickling
What?
me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of... Okay, so, to address this, that's an old English word that just means, like, it's, like, been at the back of your mind. I'm not gonna say it, because it's very close to the other word,
Yeah.
but that word comes in, like, a couple more times throughout the whole game, so just
Great.
keep in mind.
Okay.
Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. It's here, somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is... the
Flute.
fork! Take that! Inspector Hosonaga! Answer me this! Yes? What is it? He's still miles away. Probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Excuse me. Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Objection! Wait a minute!
Shut up!
Never mind that.
Where are you
Sorry.
going with this, little boy? It's just, memory that's been troubling me. What memory? I saw the scene shown in this photograph with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood.
What?
Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him.
I'm not sure about that, but sure.
I mean, he shot him from the front, and the blood, the hole, it would be wild for it to come out and then go behind him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's no hole in the back. It didn't pass through the
That's true.
body.
That's true. I forgot that there was no exit wound.
Yeah.
Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle, Brett.
Oh! I beg your pardon?
Objection! This is beyond ridiculous, fabricated nonsense! Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it! Oh wait, no, who was that? Oh, that was Hosonaga. Hold it!
Hosonaga!
This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean... Yes, I took the plate! In the interests of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime! I took it, meat and all! And I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it!
I love you, Hosonaga.
You did what? I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice! Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate! We must examine it, now! Inspector! The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately! Yes, sir! We're about 3/4 of the way done with this case.
Nice, nice.
Sorry for the delay, it was like 2.5 seconds. Here is what you ordered. The steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't!
Oh, I forgot I was the judge. Quickly, Inspector! The blood, man! Show the court! Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure.
Oh.
No. No blood. No blood anywhere. But no, that's impossible! I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate. What an unbecoming expression, little boy! You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you.
What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
I couldn't agree more. In the case of this disgrace to the Empire.
Dude. Have some fucking dignity,
Have a backbone, dude.
right?
I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion in this trial. Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over.
This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
Let's examine.
Was the plate I saw, or thought I saw, just a figment of my imagination? This is it now. I've lost.
Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward, no matter what. This is a My Little Pony episode now.
Kazuma's right. Friendship
Don't-
is magic.
Yes!
Believe in myself? Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself.
Yeah. Flip it over. What the fuck?
Huh? What in the world is this?
I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoei area. Oh!
No. No, I don't mean what. No. I don't mean what is it? I mean, what's it doing there? Wait. Did you say it was a Hoei Koban?
Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition.
Don't laugh at
I
meat
imagine it's
juices.
very valuable.
This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of a Hoei Koban.
I heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion before bouillon.
Bullion before bullion, like fucking cow.
Bullion,
That's so
bullion.
funny. You're so funny, Kazuma. And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary, though. This means... What? Wait, do I have to look at the... No, well, okay. Well, we investigated it. Maybe I should at least examine. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this episode will be unnecessary.
Yeah, next time on Shuttle Junk.
Next time on Shuttle Junk, we'll figure out what's going on.